Good morning, everybody. Subby here at Baumgard Weather Center. Going to take a couple minutes here to try to describe this wild and wacky forecast that we are going to be dealing with here over the next 72 hours. So I think Mother Nature, she's lost her marbles. But we're going to talk about that and talk about what you can expect here as we go into tomorrow morning through Wednesday. So what you're looking at right now is the Storm Prediction Center threat assessment for strong to severe thunderstorms. And we're looking at today's threat, in which we don't have really a threat other than starting around 10, 11 o'clock tonight. We have a chance for some showers, maybe a rumble of thunder. And then, if not until we get into the overnight hours, where we begin to see that threat for some stronger storms ramp up here in west central Missouri. Now, I'm not expecting like a severe weather outbreak or anything like that for us here in west central Missouri. I'm expecting multiple rounds of rain and thunderstorms as we go into the overnight tomorrow morning, in which a couple of them might be strong to moderately severe with strong damaging winds and hail up to the size of quarters. So that's what I'm going to be watching for as we go into tomorrow morning. The threat of tornadoes. It's not zero, but it is low. All of west central Missouri is in about that 2% chance of seeing an isolated tornado. So we definitely want to keep our guard up, but the overall probability is very, very low for the potential of seeing a tornado through with this storm system. Guys, this storm system, it's a powerhouse. This thing has a chance to set records for the lowest barometric pressure reading in the center of a low pressure system for this time of year here in the United States. So we're talking right around 980 millibars. If put things in perspective, if that was a hurricane that was moving into, say, Florida, we would be talking about, likelihood of a Category 2 hurricane coming into Florida. So, this is going to be a powerhouse of a storm system, no doubt. But the best ingredients is going to hold down to the south and parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and parts of the southeast. And that's where they're going to see a little bit higher dew points, a little bit better instability. The instability for us up here, and that is measured by the CAPE, spelled CAPE. That's the convective available potential energy that these storms have to work with. That's their energy. That's what drives them. It's not all that high up here in our area, and that takes into consideration several factors. But nonetheless, we could get a couple strong storms up our way. We definitely need to be weather aware for tomorrow morning, and you can rest assured that I will be here at the Weather Center early in the morning. I'll be watching these thunderstorms as they begin to form and start moving into west central Missouri. I will likely be doing a live broadcast once these storms kind of get going tomorrow morning, and give you guys constant updates on what we have going on here in west central Missouri. So that's from the Storm Prediction Center. Let's jump over and let's take a look at the short term model here. And I'll kind of show you guys the second half of the wild and wacky forecast. Only in Missouri, I think, do you get these kind of forecasts. Absolutely mind boggling. But, one thing for sure, the LRC was talking about having a large storm system coming in from the 4th through the 6th of March. We've been talking about that now for several weeks. It was pointed out from the LRC methodology back in the day after Thanksgiving. We mentioned this date. It's incredible methodology technology that we are using with the LRC, and been kind of waiting on this date for quite some time. So this has actually happened back around January 5th and 6th. Remember when we got those 3-4 inches of snowfall, a quarter inch of ice, and Kansas City got about a foot of snow. This is the system. It looks identical to what we looked at back then at the 18,000 feet, the 500 millibar level. So it looks exactly the same, and that's part of that recurring cycle. So this is the North American model. This is a short-term model sampling real-time data. So let's just go into time. Right up here is going to be your timestamp. And then let's see here, try to maximize your viewer. All right, so we're talking 6 a.m. this morning, and you do see a few showers out there, but they're just going to be dissipating. They're likely not going to be hitting the ground. We ought to have a pretty decent day today, a high right around 60 degrees. And then we go into the overnight. You notice by midnight, 1 o'clock, we start seeing some showers, some thunder showers popping up overnight. And then we'll see several rounds of little stronger isolated thunderstorms. Now, these is when this is the time that I'm going to be watching very closely for any stronger thunderstorms from about 3 o'clock in the morning all the way through excuse me, please, all the way through about mid-morning to the afternoon time. We still have thunderstorms around in our area. And again, around 3 o'clock, we have our last ditch of rain and thunderstorms. And then we begin to get into what's called the dry slot. This entire system is rotating counterclockwise like a comma. So as it rotates, we enter into the part of the comma head is called the dry slot. We won't be receiving any rainfall. It'll be dry until that back half of that comma comes in, and that's when it's going to actually usher down a little bit colder air with this storm system. And that, my friends, is the reason why we will start to see the potential to see snowfall as we go into Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. Yes, snowfall. Now, temperatures are going to be borderline. They're going to be, we're not going to get that strong Arctic cold like we had here a week and a half ago. We're talking, 28, 29 degrees and snow. So, the North American model is projecting for us to get measurable snowfall out of this. And I'll just show you guys. Remember, these are models. These show us what could happen, not what will happen. I don't think we're going to get to this amount, but the potential exists, I guess, so to speak. So they're talking somewhere between 2 to 3 inches of snowfall is possible in parts of West Central Missouri on the backside of this storm system. Now, I'm not expecting 3 inches of snow. This is pretty much telling us that we can expect to see some snow flying Tuesday night into Wednesday morning. So definitely something we want to keep a close eye on. We could have some travel implications on as we go into Wednesday morning for those that commute, got to get out on the roadways for school. So as of right now, because of this, I have put out a 45% TSP. What TSP stands for is Teacher Snow Day Probability. Just a fun acronym we've been using now for the last couple of years for those hardworking teachers to maybe be able to get an extra day off during the week. 45% for Wednesday morning. And I'll have a graphic I'll be sharing on social media later on this morning showcasing that for Wednesday morning. So, wild and wacky weather, guys. That's all I've got to say. But I will be here at the Weather Center, and I'll be watching the threat for any stronger storms early in the morning. I'll likely get here probably sometime between the 3-4 a.m. time frame tomorrow morning. Be watching this progress, and I will be going live on all platforms if the need arises, if we start getting any stronger thunderstorms in west central Missouri. So, all right, guys, I'm going to let you get back to your Monday. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but we're going to have to deal with Mother Nature's wild and wacky joke that she's going to be playing on Missouri starting overnight tonight into Tuesday. So, have a fantastic day, guys. Stay weather aware, and we'll be talking to you soon.